Sunday morning. Well, 3 days. We're going to determine who the next mayor of the city of New York is going to be. Well, the guy I endorse and WABC has endorsed with us today is Governor Andrew Cuomo, a common sense Democrat. And, well, Governor, I mean, you've been on the campaign trail now for a long time. How do you feel?
I feel good, John. The what they call the early voting, we have early voting in New York, as I hope everybody knows. The early voting numbers are really high, like historic margin high. And I think that says a lot. People are focused on this election. They know there's a lot at risk. They've been listening. I think this Zoran has frightened a lot of people with his policies and his statements. I mean, I know it's true with the Jewish community, certainly. But all across the board, you know, they understand that there is no future for New York City as a socialist city. It's almost like a bad joke. You'd lose corporations, you'd lose wealth, you'd lose revenue, you'd lose jobs. No, you're anti-police, want to defund the police. The police are racist, his word, wicked, corrupt. No, look, the safety is job one. The economy being strong is a top priority. And he would destroy the city, John.
Well, what I'm concerned about is quality of life. And it's been said that he's going to reduce the police force. I've had the people from the police department on, and they're losing people like their early retirement. They're losing people. They're losing experienced people. And the ad we took on in the New York Post says if you dial 911, if he reduces any more NYPD people, you dial 911, maybe nobody will come.
John, it's worse than that. His position is so radical, and they have it written down. They have a Democratic Socialist of America charter. And you sign the charter. He then gives 3% of his salary to the Democratic Socialist. It's like tithing, like you give money to a church. They are for the abolition of jails. They are for the reduction of police funding down to zero. They believe you don't need police. They believe you don't need jails. I mean, it's a wholly unrealistic ideology. I get that there could be a perfect society where everyone has education, everyone has a job, and nobody commits a crime, and maybe somebody needs some therapy, but nobody commits a crime, nobody goes to jail. I get the dream, utopia. It's not reality, and it's not New York City. And, you know, this legislative banter that they have has no connection with actually being an executive of a city and having to make things work. I mean, he just doesn't. He has no idea what he's talking about.
Now, the other big thing that we have is he hates our Jewish population. On Columbus Day, he gave the finger to the Italian population. I know we have Angelo Vivolo is coming on to talk about that. The Jewish population is all worked up. In the real estate industry doesn't trust him. I mean, who trusts him? I don't understand who is voting for him.
Well, you raise a good point, John. One thing you learn as a New Yorker, certainly I learned as governor of New York, you have to constantly work to unite people and to alleviate tensions, right? Because we are Our diversity is our strength, but if you're not careful, it can be a weakness. He is the most divisive candidate I have experienced in New York. You are right. He's alienated the Jewish community, alienated the Italian community, offended the LGBTQ community by taking a picture, a smiling picture with that Ugandan Deputy Prime Minister, Rebecca Gay Killer Kadoga, who proposed a death penalty for gay people. NYPD, you're racist, wicked, and corrupt. Barack Obama, he's evil and he's a liar. Sunni Muslim, he's in favor of decriminalizing prostitution. That's haram, according to the Quran. He has offended everyone. If you don't agree with him, he offends you. And the boundary should be the exact opposite. We should be thinking tolerance and acceptance and unification. He is the exact opposite.
If all common sense New Yorkers come out, and I think they're very upset, they have fear in their heart right now that New York is going to change. If all New Yorkers have to come out and vote, then I believe you could be the next mayor of the city of New York. And the biggest problem we're going to have is, do I call you mayor or do I call you governor?
Just don't call me late for dinner, John.
That's it. Good Italian food. Well, we have a couple minutes left. Tell me, you have a lot of relatives here. I have a lot of relatives here. How do they feel? What are they saying to you?
Everyone says the same thing. You basically, the divide is younger people. Younger people who he appealed to very early on with TikTok and social media, and his mother's a director, and he's an actor, rapper, and he has that sweet, phony smile. Freeze the rent, free buses, free everything. Younger people say, yeah, it's great. I love that. Free everything. Yes. I know. It sounds great. It's just none of it is real. You get a little older, a little more mature, you realize there's nothing free, and the policies he's talking about are all BS. And the fact that he has zero qualifications is actually quite dangerous. You know, I think the other day, John, it was the anniversary of Hurricane Sandy. 50 people died in Hurricane Sandy. And I worked with Mike Bloomberg, and he was a pro and I was a pro. I did emergency relief all around the world when I was at HUD. And we had all the swift water rescue boats ready and the high axle vehicles pre-deployed, and we still lost 50 people. Imagine this kid as mayor, and God forbid there's another hurricane, there's another health crisis. God forbid there's a terrorist attack, and this kid is mayor. People will die. 8.5 million people rely on this executive's authority, and that's what's scary.
Andrew Cuomo, thank you for coming on this Sunday morning. Common sense will prevail. God saved America. God saved the free world. God will save New York City. Thank you. Thank you for having the common sense, and God bless you and God bless New York.
Thank you. Thank you, John. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.